Let's move on to introduction to method parameters and return values. In Java, methods are blocks of code designed to perform a specific task. They allow us to organize our code, promote reusability, and enhance clarity. Understanding how to pass data to methods and receive results back is essential for effective Java programming. This lesson will explore method parameters and return values, teaching you how to define methods that accept input and produce output. Don't worry if this feels new at first. Now we're on understanding method parameters. Method parameters are variables that allow us to pass data into methods. When defining a method, you can specify one or more parameters within parentheses. Each parameter consists of a data type followed by a name. Here's a basic example. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. In this example, the method greet takes one parameter, name, of type string. When we call this method, we can pass a specific name to it, and it will print a personalized greeting. Let's move on to how to call a method with parameters. To call a method that accepts parameters, you simply provide the required arguments in the same order as the parameters are defined. Here's how we can use the greet method. See the example. On this slide, pause if you want to study the details. In the main method, we call greet twice with different names, resulting in the samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. Understanding return values, let's dig in. In addition to passing data into methods, we also often want to receive data back. This is done through return values. When defining a method, you specify a return type before the method name. If the method returns a value, you must use the return keyword to send a result back to the caller. Here's an example of a method that adds two integers and returns the result. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. The method add takes two parameters of type int and returns their sum as an int. This section covers using return values in methods. To utilize the return value from a method, you can store it in a variable or use it directly in an expression. Here's an example. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. When we call add 5, 3, the method returns 8, which we store in the variable sum. The output will be, I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. Let's move on to combining parameters and return values. Methods can have both parameters and return values. For example, let's create a method that calculates the area of a rectangle. See the example on this slide. Pause if you want to study the details. We can call this method from the main method and display the area. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. The expected output will be of key concepts. First, method parameters allow data to be passed to methods. Next, return values allow methods to send data back to the caller. Also, both parameters and return values enhance code modularity and reusability. Alright, your turn. Give this a try. First, define a method named multiply that takes two double parameters and returns their product. Next, call the multiply method in the main method with sample values and print the result. Also, modify the method to handle an additional parameter for a multiplier and return the adjusted result.